Right. Okay. So, if you were following last week Monday on Entertainment Review, we started a conversation, and that is about urban gospel music. Have Ghanaians really accepted urban gospel music? And then we had Black 360, we had God's Nation, we had Perez Music in the house that we had this awesome conversation with, and a whole lot of, a whole lot of things came up. A whole lot of things came up in relation to, to some extent, we had to compare contemporary gospel music with urban gospel music. And then we found out that, there's actually a very thin line that differentiates between both. But in the gospel music, we have urban gospel artists, and then we have contemporary gospel artists as well. And so we are continuing the conversation today, and with us here today we have awesome men of God in the house. The first person I'm going to mention, Perez Music. He is no, guest at all. I don't think you're a guest anymore. I don't think you're a guest anymore. And so, Perez Music, yes. Welcome once again to Entertainment Review.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and yes, and our second guest, it's a huge honor. I'm super elated to have him here. I love his music, I love his songs, and he's doing really, really awesome. He's doing really, really awesome in the gospel music industry. MOG Music.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. You look amazing.
Thank you very much. This is your first time to
Yes,
Metro, right?
yes, my first time.
Right. But you've been to the sister station, Original TV.
Yeah.
Right. So welcome to Metro TV.
Thank
This
you.
is Entertainment Review. Okay, so like I mentioned, last week, Monday, we started a conversation on urban gospel music. Have Ghanaians really accepted urban gospel music? And so we are continuing that conversation today. But then before that, MOG, I want to ask, Google says you're a contemporary gospel artist. Are you?
That's what Google says.
Yes, that's what Google says.
I don't know about Google, but I'm a gospel artist.
Oh.
I don't do contemporary, or I'm just a gospel artist. I don't want to put myself in a category. I'm a gospel artist.
I think, okay, so you should see Perez Music right now, because last week he mentioned the fact that he doesn't believe that gospel artists or gospel song should be categorized, should be put in the box. So I would say that hands down you agree with him.
Yeah, hands down. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so
wait, but is there something wrong with categorization?
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I mean, let my senior talk. You wanted to say something?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. For me, what it does for me is limits your productivity, or how the light in which people see you. So when they see you as a contemporary gospel artist, when you choose to come out with another genre of gospel, say dance hall, it becomes awkward. I would know you to be doing contemporary. Why are you doing dance hall? So I don't want you to put me above. I'm a very versatile person, so I want to be free to do whatever I feel like doing as and when. So I won't let that hinder my progress.
Okay, so with what you're saying, it draws my mind to the fact that, a lot of gospel artists don't want to be categorized in one particular genre, sub-genre, a lot of you. But then, so you are able to do urban, you're able to do contemporary as well.
There's no urban, there's no contemporary, there's no...
I mean, to some of us, when we listen to the songs and we are trying to collate them in groups.
Okay.
The way
Your
they
group.
sound. Okay, so with you being able to not just do, let's say, traditional gospel music, but then try to do more of like an urban kind of music in gospel, is it that, you want to show that this is what I can do? You can't just box me in one particular genre, or is because you have a certain target group that you want to be focused on at any time that you want to make a music or you want to make a song?
I'm just being me. I mean, I don't target any market, whether young or old. I'm just being me. When you listen to Perez music songs, you realize that you have a bit of Ghana, a bit of English. You can hear a little bit of traditional music in there, a little of contemporary, a little of urban. So it's a fusion of everything. So it will be very difficult to put somebody like this in the box that he's a contemporary artist.
Yeah.
You know, it's better to place him in the category like he's a gospel artist and he does gospel music. You know, and that will suffice rather than putting somebody in a box. It's very difficult.
But that's what we are seeing on the market.
Yeah.
I don't know which market you're looking at.
Like the gospel music industry in
Yeah.
Ghana.
Because when
People are boxing, people are defining
I
what
refuse
they
to be
do.
boxed in Jesus' name.
Amen.
In
So
Jesus' name.
Emoji doesn't want to be boxed.
In Jesus' name.
I guess it. Perez, you don't want to be boxed. But then, most at times, what you are doing is what is making every, most, let's say, blogging outlets go like, oh, Perez is doing this, MOG is doing this. There is some sort of categorization going on.
They are the ones doing it. I haven't,
Yeah,
Because-
and you see,
because
the
there's
thing
an
is,
article,
even when you want to upload your music on these streaming services, excuse me, my voice, they will not. They don't have any category like urban gospel artist or urban gospel music or contemporary music.
Yeah.
What they have is Christian music.
That's
Good.
right.
That is fine. I get it. But you see, the categorization that they are trying to do, honestly, from my perspective, is not bad. The
there's
point
nothing wrong
is,
with it.
has Ghanaians accepted it? Because worldwide, people do box their gospel music. There's urban gospel, there's contemporary worship music, there's gospel blues, there's gospel reggae,
Gospel jazz.
Thank you. And even if you take the Stellar Gospel Awards worldwide, they do have categorizations. So if your music is not urban contemporary, you won't be there. If your music is not gospel blues, you won't be there.
So you're talking about two things now. Are you talking about the artist being categorized
No, I'm talking about
or the music?
No, I'm talking about the categorization. That categorization has been going on worldwide. In Ghana, people want to categorize, but gospel artists are saying we are not being
That's
categorized.
what I'm saying. That we are talking
no,
about
yeah.
two things here now.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the artist being categorized or it is the music?
No.
Because as like emoji like this, he's a gospel artist, but at a point he can do dancehall gospel. You can get a category for the type of music he has produced.
So
at
he
a
doesn't want to
particular
be.
time.
He doesn't want to be boxed. He wants
No,
to do
don't
anything
box
he
him.
wants.
Don't box him as or don't box him as a Christian reggae artist.
Okay.
You can box the music.
Okay, but when you do that, don't you think you are confusing the masses?
No, you're not.
How aren't you?
No.
I even think that we are losing focus right here.
Okay, now
we are
bring
looking
us
at
back.
urban music.
Yeah.
Has Ghanaians accepted urban music?
And-
And there are urban gospel artists.
And
There are.
from their angle, they will say no. Ghanaians haven't accepted it.
No, have you asked me an answer?
But I know you say no. As for Perez, I know. As for Perez, I know. Okay.
Are you being a prophetess to say
Don't
that?
Emoji.
I mean, looking at the conversation we had
Have
last
Ghanaians
week.
accepted urban gospel music?
Well, they are in the process of accepting it.
Thank you. So
Okay,
there is
so-
urban gospel music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now let's move on.
No, I mean, if you look at the journey of gospel music in Ghana, we had the traditional gospel music that was
Thank you.
reigning at a certain point in time. Then contemporary came in,
Yeah.
it was like, oh yeah, Jin to me, we will not
Yeah.
accept it.
Yeah.
And then now contemporary is the big deal now.
Yeah.
Now urban is taking the same route that contemporary took, and
Right.
give it the next 2 to 5 years. Urban gospel is going to be one of the biggest things in Ghana and Africa.
Right.
Are you
So
getting
now,
me?
I like the way
So-
you've set
So it's in the process of being accepted, you know.
Are you
But
sure?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
There were times that you couldn't even sing urban gospel songs in church
Okay.
or
Yeah.
rap in
Yeah.
church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? Now
Yeah.
church have accepted rap music,
Yeah.
you know, and all that. So
Emoji, have you performed in Kumasi before?
yes,
Okay, which church?
plenty churches.
Which of your songs did you perform?
All my songs.
All your songs?
Yeah.
And they were not really confused as to what was being
No,
done
they were
or
cool.
anything. Because most at times, the gospel artists, like the urban gospel artists, are more, I see them, they are more situated in Accra, doing the work so well. But in other places, like Kumasi and other places, they are more comfortable with the traditional
I'm
music.
telling you, when you go, even Bolga, one of my urban, as you call it, urban songs, it's been sung in Bolga, and they sent me the video. The song is not even released. But a church in Bolga was singing it. Young people in the church. Urban appeals to a younger generation, you know, and that generation is growing.
Okay.
And they'll carry the fire. So there's no way for us in Kumasi. You know, I've seen Kinski doing concerts in Kumasi.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I've seen preachers going to Kumasi to do
Okay.
concerts. I've seen Belak 360 go to Kumasi to do
Perez,
concerts.
have you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
so
okay.
that season is coming. See, I went to Kumasi with Joe Metal, and he was singing Yobuami, the verse. The Kumasi people were singing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kumasi, now you can't put Kumasi in the box. So
Oh no,
you
we're not putting
try.
Kumasi in the box. You're not putting Kumasi in the
It's more
box.
like, because it's like Kumasi is more acceptable when it comes to the traditional
music.
gospel music.
Contemporary
Because
now
it's
is a big
easily
thing in
relatable
Kumasi.
because of the language.
We have the likes of F.A. Grace from Kumasi,
Yeah.
Kofi Pepra from Kumasi, Pastor Samuel Obing from Kumasi, and these guys are doing hard contemporary gospel, as you call it.
So
Yeah.
if that is the next big thing, why don't you allow us to categorize you as that?
Why do you want to put me in the
You know, I've been saying something and you're still not getting it.
Okay.
You can categorize the music,
But not
But
the
not the
artist.
artist.
but not the
The
art.
artist.
The artist is free to create.
Okay.
But you can put the music in the category.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So depending on the type of music I produce like I want to give an example. There was an artist, like for instance, I can choose to do a jazz album. I can choose to do a contemporary, or I can do my first album was an urban gospel album.
Okay.
My next album might be contemporary.
Okay.
Later on, I can choose to
So
do something
then
traditional.
then it comes back to awarding schemes always recognize making it gospel song of the year. Perez, are you checking outside? Gospel song of the year. Gospel song of the year. You will be in. Others will also be in. But let's say other artists that do traditional music will also be in. Wouldn't it be more challenging for people who are doing the tradition to feel like the urban or the contemporary ones are taking over?
It's gospel song of the
yeah,
year.
all
So
fighting
if
for
that
one
year,
thing. So everybody.
You
it's
know-
gospel song of the year. So if
Yeah.
that year the traditional music made it, or the urban gospel song became the song of the year,
Why not?
why not?
Okay, welcome back. This is Entertainment Review. We are continuing the conversation on urban music. Have Ghanaians really accepted it? Our third guest is in the house, and he is from the gospel music group, Preachers, Emani Beats. Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, this is Entertainment Review. And so before you sat in, we were having a conversation or discussing about urban gospel music.
Okay.
Have Ghanaians accepted it? And first question, please answer that question.
I mean,
think Ghanaians have
we-
accepted?
before I answer it, I think we should have a little education.
Okay.
It would be a disservice to our listeners if we just jump in to say yes and no. Why I say this is that what is urban and what is contemporary? Anything contemporary is urban. That is
Yeah.
my view. So now let's look at the genre of music under gospel music. We have Christian hip hop. I'm a gospel rapper. You understand? So let's look at it as gospel rapper. He's a hip hop artist. He's an Afrobeat artist. He's the fusion of both. Or he does just blues. He does jazz. And I don't get it when they say, okay, when will maybe a hip hop or maybe urban gospel, they keep saying urban gospel, making it seem like urban gospel is the rap aspect of what we are doing, and then
Okay.
contemporary is the
Okay.
Singing
the worship,
aspect.
the singing
Yeah.
aspect. No, we are getting it wrong. When you're uploading a song, and I overheard my senior brother talking about it, on Apple Music, there's nothing like contemporary urban. There is hip hop, blues, jazz, rock, metal. You know, that is categorization. So if we put it in that perspective, now, if we say it has gained a milestone, I would say yes in a way. With rap, the rap aspect hasn't gained much popularity. With the other aspect, which is, I could call it pop, because some of our senior brothers do pop music, like Kwesi Oting and those. Joe Brajo Metal happens to be the first gospel musician to have attained, if I'm making a mistake, I could be corrected, to have gained, what do we call it?
Artist of the
Year.
Yeah.
And that is a great milestone we should celebrate as urban contemporary artists. I don't see why we are drawing a line between urban and contemporary. When you Google up urban gospel anyway, or contemporary music anyway, you would see stroke urban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no big line. It's a gray line.
It's a thin line, yeah.
So that thin line even comes down to the genres. What kind of music does Senior Perez does? What does Senior MOG do? You see, so in that moment, we are celebrating one unifying factor, which is Jesus in our music.
Exactly.
You understand? So a hip hop song can be a gospel music a track of the year. It can win that.
Exactly.
That is if we give the attention to the kind of music that is popping up. Because when we started, people never gravitated towards the kind of music we were doing, like hip hop. So we had to take it to the schools. We're doing high school. I don't know where I've even been in Ghana. High school. You understand? So we've roamed most schools to make sure that it enters the youth. Anyway, they are listening to hip hop already. So why not
give it to
package
them?
it
Turn
and
it
then
into gospel. Yeah.
And I've had someone call me as a pastor, and he told me that he got born again when I came to his school 10 years ago. Anyway, I'm not too old, but I started young.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
he told me, he's like, I'm grateful. And he invites us to his church to perform hip hop. We go to ICGC to do hip hop. So why are we then drawing a line when there's a unifying factor in our music? That is Jesus, who is supposed to be celebrated. You understand? So I think it's neither here or there if someone is urban and contemporary. I saw Senior Man do a music with Belak 360.
Yeah.
Does it make him a hip hop artist overnight?
I was going to go to that because,
No.
you know, although you've not categorized yourself, that song in particular, when you search, it says that you were a contemporary artist, but then you had an urban gospel artist, which is Belak 360, on that song, which you did with him. And then it makes me wonder that, okay, so you trying to be on other, not trying, you being on other songs, doing it with other gospel artists and all. When, let's say, the kind of music sounds contemporary, and then you have someone like Belak 360 on, who is, he himself, he agreed that he does urban music, urban gospel. He agreed that he does
Is it
urban gospel.
gospel rap?
Urban gospel
Or-
rap.
Yeah, I need to really know the
put-
genre.
they put
Because
the
it's a
whole
broad,
thing-
yeah, you can't
they
just
put
put
the
it in
whole
one
thing
box and just say.
in one box.
So I think that generally, if
We are
I'm
getting the
understanding you,
conversation wrong.
Yeah, we are
like
getting it
generally,
wrong. Yeah.
the gospel music should just not be categorized.
You can say,
It
That's what-
can.
you see,
It can.
I'm bringing this up again. What are we categorizing? Is it the music
the
or the
music,
artist?
not the
not the
artist.
artist.
So
The
then when it
music.
comes to music, there are internationally acclaimed categories for music. Let's use that.
Yes.
Okay.
If we are using that, depending on the kind of song you do on your album. Okay, so like on my album can be a mixture of songs.
Yeah.
I could have some traditional gospel, some traditional music there.
Yeah.
I could have some Afro beats there. I could have, it can vary. Do you understand? So if we want to do categorization there, let's use the internationally acclaimed.
But categorizing
and
the
then-
music is affecting the artists
and
because
then
the
the-
artists are then being called contemporary artists,
That's my
urban
issue. So
gospel
don't
artists.
Don't call me a contemporary artist. Don't call me an urban gospel. I'm a Christian. I'm a musician.
I
and
think
I'm
we
a
should
Christian.
allow the artist to define himself. When you come to my page or you go to Preachers' page, they say we are gospel rap artists. Perez might define himself differently. And mind you, we are in a world where we are filled with stereotypes. Someone can just look at you and label you something you are not.
Yeah.
So you would have to put out consistency. What kind of music are they putting out there? It's rap, it's rap. There are certain shows that they call us, and when we go and we try to do, let's say, worship, before we put in rap, they are like, no, we brought you here because of rap.
Yeah.
To rap.
Okay.
Do you get it? So we are defined, that is our brand. Our brand is to rap. But then we can also venture into, I think Obed featured you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Emmanuel Smith feature on our album. Ella Duncan Williams does music with us. It doesn't make us their genre of music overnight. We have ventured in there. Do you get the whole? So the urban gospel, contemporary, but it's not a conversation that even holds water for me in the first place, because anything contemporary to me is urban. Everything urban is contemporary.
Well, Danaya is of the view that contemporary or urban gospel appeals more to the youth, and for the elderly, they are more of the traditional gospel music. Now, let's take a look at the impact of contemporary, because of your definition, contemporary urban music in our generation. I should have asked you a question, but
Has it made any impact?
Yes, has Ghanaians accepted?
So in that vein,
Yeah,
I would
in
say
that
Joe
vein.
is doing it, Perez is doing it, MOG is doing it, because they are filling up auditoriums. But the rap aspect is not that's why I mentioned that the rap aspect is
The
not
rap,
getting the popularity.
So the rap aspect is where there is an issue, where
There's no
Ghanaians are
issue.
not accepting it.
Wait, even Ghanaians have not been given the opportunity to hear the rap in the first place. Because traditional radio stations find it difficult. I've been to radio stations where they tell me, yo, we can't put this in our rotation because I can't play, you know, like a lollipop and then come and play gospel.
That is where I
You see,
come
so
in.
there's a whole
Yeah.
conversation around
Yeah.
our media and how they should promote something new. This is creativity, and in the creative space, I think no one should be left out. Honestly, it's like
So let me just ask a question.
What about the
If you present your
spirituality?
song,
Yeah.
the song you're talking
Yeah.
about, to that radio station,
Yeah.
and let's say I'm randomly maybe Dinah, Celestine, or
Yeah.
Hima present, who would they pick?
oh, they will pick those the big people because their songs are popular.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
So
It's popular.
there was a time where Medical came on TV or radio and said that the hip hop rap is not really accepted in Ghana.
Yeah.
Until these Kumerica guys came in and brought
Yeah.
the drill and all that.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, the thing went viral. And he said the guys have to come and pay money to because he started this thing. And it's going. So a season is surely going to come where this thing is going to. But what we need now is consistent people who
Yeah.
will stand
Exactly.
in front and keep pushing it until it's accepted.
Yeah.
Because the most difficult period is the formative stage.
Yeah.
And if we don't get anybody, like for instance, I can say that when it comes to the contemporary, or what, however you want to categorize, Danny Nete started, but
Neo
Joe
Kai took over.
Neo Kai took over,
see,
and then Joe stood
came in
like
and just shut it up.
and that's what has made way for others to
Yeah.
also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need, like, King's Kid really started, like he's been doing so well. Preachers are also doing well. I mean, so whoever is coming shouldn't think that you're doing better than what was done before.
No.
If what was done before was not done, nobody will recognize what you're doing now.
Okay.
And-
now,
and I think
speaking
my
on the
appeal-
impact-
We need to
My
talk
appeal-
about the chaff that you mentioned. I really want us to focus on that because you came from a point where he was like, Ghanaians are not really accepting it because of the quality, the sound quality, the messaging
It's more of a
there.
Perez review of what you guys did last time. Now,
So
you know?
we're really looking at urban contemporary
Yeah.
music.
It's not even just urban music. It's
Everywhere.
any music.
Any music.
But the reason why I was talking I'm also a producer too as well.
Yeah.
So I'm talking from a producer's perspective. Now they come to the studio and they know the kind of quality you can do for them, but they don't want to pay the money.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see that they have the money to pay, but their priorities are not set right. You understand? Somebody will come to the studio or say, up a producer, up a executive producer.
oh no.
Meanwhile, you can finance your first demo or finance your first album
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
but they don't want to. They will never invest their money. They want to come to the studio for you to record for them for free.
Sure.
Do you understand? See, it is the work of God, and it is the gospel they say is free, but putting the gospel out there is not easy. So anybody who wants to do gospel, I mean, you shouldn't, way back when they are doing something and they say, oh yeah, but you gospel music videos, everybody will switch their TV on, TV to a different station because they know say they'll go and stand by some flowers be and then make, we make the gospel look as if we're not supposed to take it serious.
Yeah.
But thank God, recently, like my big brother, MOG, and one of the persons that actually broke that was Kwesi Oting.
Yeah.
When he did
I like
the God Will
Bless
Bless
Me.
Me
Nana
video by
Esihine.
Nana Esihine,
Yeah.
it broke that thing. Do you understand? So yeah, I mean, I to some extent I have a point.
Message
I'm not lying.
wise,
Yeah.
the kind of message.
Yeah, and even the message,
Yeah.
Jesus I love, Jesus I love you.
I
There's
think-
no
I think it
revelation.
comes
Most of them,
down
they
to
just recycle the
mentorship.
lyrics.
It comes down
Mentorship,
to
okay.
mentorship. And the whole idea, I mean, we have equally bad pastors around.
Thank you.
You get.
Yeah.
So it's the training that maybe the young chap wants to go through or who he's understudied to do the gospel. For preachers, for example, I can speak for my group because you'd have to fast, stay in the word. Sometimes you go and sleep at Ojuanoma in Ko, sleep there before you come down. And sometimes we felt it was, hurting us, but it built us spiritually. So when you open your mouth, you're actually writing something that is
Exactly.
from the
Deep.
word of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also have baby Christians who also want to do something for God.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be deterred anyways. I mean, I just encourage them to look for mentors or listen to the likes of preachers, King's Kid, Lecrae, KB, Tadashi. There are so many role models because this thing we are doing here in Kenya, when I was in Kenya 2015, it was a totally sold out concert in Kenya. You
Kenya is
understand?
big on
It's
gospel.
big. Almost all the endorsement deal as at then, I don't know if it's changed now, are gained by the gospel artists.
Yeah, Kenya is
So
big on gospel.
It's time and how we nurture what we have, and not to just shun the rap and rap. No, someone actually heard Hallelujah by Preachers. You can search for it. He cried at the back of Ato Texan's car. He's one man of God at Lighthouse. Okay, he cried at the back of his car and we're in there, and I told her to call us. Charlie, your song is doing something to this guy. We're like, rap. So then we actually believed in the mantle God has given us. So sometimes we should just encourage these boys. They are not from any background like that. They just also want to do something for God.
But
Yeah.
sometimes too, it stems from the heart of the person.
Yeah.
Some of them you can clearly see that. See, yeah, be a person, yeah, be because he wants to be famous.
Yeah.
Because people are saying, "Say gospel, you can easily make it."
Hey, sir.
Yeah, it's true. That's what.
comes
Funny enough, they have that perception. They have that perception there. Because they think that with the gospel, you can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's what they think, that with the gospel, you can get away with a lot of things.
It's not seriously easy because before, let me see, 2009, one pastor, Gareth Munray, came down to have like a conference with gospel rappers in Ghana. Okay, and we went for that conference.
And was it the one at Lighthouse?
No, it was at there's this church at Circle. Like, soon as you climb, it's almost opposite Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Biggs. Okay, yeah. I've seen that church.
Yeah, some years ago.
Calvary.
Good,
yes.
good. And he taught us how to handle mic, how to even dress in public, how to speak, how to control yourself. And some of these boys haven't really had, that. Honestly, they've really not had that. Senior was, a while ago, he was doing, let's say, Afro beats. Should I define it like that? Good. Yeah, a while ago, I could just say, okay, he's Afrobeat guy, because his songs were, busy and we're dancing. Okay, but we need to have someone to step in your shoes. We need to have someone to step in Preachers' shoes so that we can build the world. See, 2009 up to now, we don't hear radio stations circulating our music.
Yeah.
And I mean, we should take some of the blame, but also give it the rest to some of our traditional media for not opening the avenue.
I'm just happy you mentioned that, the impact.
Yes.
So right now, how can we level the playing field?
Yeah.
Like what you are doing today, I think it's a great initiative. It tells people that we are doing a lot with regards to urban or contemporary urban music.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we have other TV stations giving platforms for these boys, I mean, we can get somewhere.
Because the year Otain dropped the God Did They Bless It.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way it was buzzing everywhere,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pick Artist of the Year. But he didn't. And the year Joe Metal took, it was
But let me-
Bononi.
Yeah, Bononi.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that Kwesi Otain's production that time made a big statement?
No, it was something new. It was something fresh. Everyone was hopping onto it. You could hear the sort of the secular vibe in it. Even the costuming, the choreography. We were not seeing all those things in traditional.
Not to catch you.
No, so
then the
how
problem
should
comes
the
again.
church
secular
dress?
vibe. So are we saying that
Yeah.
when we do maybe crank music, it is are we defining it by the content? Is it
Like the chain,
nature of the song,
the
is
chain on your neck, like, does it make it secular?
I want to feel like this.
So what is
understand?
the attire? Like, how should a gospel artist dress?
Honestly,
Honestly, how should a
I'll
gospel
leave that
artist
to
I
dress?
like what my question is doing.
Or suit, not about tie.
No, but yeah.
And you know when we started that, people weren't listening to us.
They're not
When we were doing
Yeah.
that, people weren't listening to us.
No, but no.
It was when we went crazy with tattered jeans. We were going to church.
course.
That was when people were like, nah, these guys, they are new.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
entered VGMA 2015, Video of the Year. Is it Gospel Song of the Year? And there was this other Group of the Year, but we didn't get anything. Because,
That's
obviously,
At
VGMA
least
for
being
you.
nominated.
yeah, but at least it made a statement.
Yeah.
You see, so usually if you want to see people in that world to accept
Exactly.
them, no, sometimes you just have to just go all out, feel the way you want to feel within, and just see your dreams come true.
I mean, with everything being said here, what I am looking for is the answer to this question. Gospel music. At the end of the day, when it's being sung, is it supposed to necessarily move you? Because looking at what
I
Nanaya
like that
said,
question. That's very good.
yeah, looking at what Nanaya,
Does Buga move you?
No, when she talks about move, she's talking about more like a spiritual.
Yes.
Does Buga move you?
Yeah, it moves me like
Every
physically.
song,
Me,
anything,
it doesn't move me.
Buga doesn't move you.
It doesn't move me at all.
I don't have it.
You just have to play the devil's advocate.
Oh, no, it's true.
Don't mind them.
See, truth be told, right? Anything that goes to perform an assignment must have a corresponding response.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So if a gospel song does not perform its assignment, then it means it's not serving its purpose. This microphone is supposed to transmit signals for everybody at home to hear my voice.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do that, it's not serving its purpose.
Okay.
So if I put a gospel song out there and it doesn't serve the purpose by touching the heart of somebody or bringing somebody to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ or bringing somebody into a space where the person decides to give his life to Jesus Christ or the person got... I just saw a video, my wife just sent me a video and a guy was drinking Hennessy, smoking weed and all that, chanced on my belated video and started, he broke into tongues. It's on my phone now. The guy broke into tongues and, now he's preaching in church.
Wow.
So the song must perform an assignment.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do that, you have failed.
Yeah,
So
because
that's all gospel song, like as and now. You
I
listen
don't know. Sister.
I don't think they'll be able to know. Like,
You have not asked my question.
Okay, please ask.
No, he has already.
he was
I don't know. Am I God?
But from what you see on the airwaves, that's all gospel.
I don't watch TV.
Hey, I'm with
you listen to radio.
Let me show.
I don't listen to radio.
Does it really have
So how do you listen to your colleagues, their
have
music?
all the things
Apple Music.
that there's gospel songs on the airwaves? Do they all carry that message?
Okay, so just to add on to what my big brother has said, the foundation of every gospel music is Christ.
Yeah.
And the most important purpose is that it should touch her heart,
Yeah.
transform life, shape destinies or whatever. For instance, but for me, like in 2015, I did an album, Tenacity. It was an Afro album. My main aim for that album was not what my brother was saying. I wanted to get the young people in churches something to groove to.
Yo.
And I think it served its purpose
Yeah.
because I released Suddenly, I released Shake It, I released For Your Love. And almost every church, every youth church,
Dance to that.
they were dancing
Yeah,
to it.
choreography.
Every youth church in this
Yeah,
country, from
yeah.
the northern region to the southern region, everybody was dancing to it. That was what I felt the Holy Spirit laid on my heart to
and it served its
Yeah.
purpose.
and it served for me. It served. It really did. It really did. And even up to now, people are still dancing to those songs,
Yeah.
just like preachers, King's Kids. I got my Jesus on.
Yeah.
You know. But then the most important thing is that somebody heard like my Suddenly song like that, and I was like, is this gospel? Where can I find more of it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Agbaja.
Do you understand? Where can I find more of it? It's probably by listening to my song will lead him to listening to MOG and listen to preachers. And at
yeah.
a point might be listening to preachers and then the song might just zoom in. Spotify might just play MOG's music.
Yo.
Yeah.
And then, so everything has its purpose, like you
Yeah.
said. At that point, I wanted to touch the hearts of young people.
Yeah.
I wanted to give them something for them in the church. You understand? So
But you
would you
still
say-
haven't answered my question.
Then he would we will quote that
He
by their fruit.
he did a U-turn.
Yeah, by their
You
fruit.
answered the
shall know
question.
that.
By their fruit.
No, I'm like, cause on the airwaves, all the gospel songs, are they serving their
Did you hear what
purpose?
Emani
they
said?
are.
But-
That's what I'm saying. I said I did that album for a particular
So
purpose.
for apart from you others.
So where's the meter? Where are we gauging?
Exactly. What are we using to gauge?
No, on the airwaves, I'm trying to say that every secular song is like you, Harriet.
if I-
Harriet
let's
has a
not
problem with Patapes one corner. Harriet has a problem with
Let's not
Patapa.
just even use.
Hey, if you mention his name, you
Oh
can
no,
know.
we want him to come.
Let's look at the
Can I-
songs we
can I
play
say
on
something?
advertising cycle. Our gospel songs that we play on our advertising cycle. Do they make an impact?
Charlie,
Wait, that is what I want to find out.
MOG is trying to be.
I'm not going to talk about that matter.
You left the conversation.
I'm not
you
going
left
to
the
talk
WhatsApp
about
conversation.
So you've already answered it.
But this is
Now-
Let me say something pertaining to the question that you asked. for a gospel song to serve the purpose for which it has been released, it doesn't just depend on the artist.
Okay.
It depends on the gatekeepers too as well.
Yeah.
You understand? If we have Christian gatekeepers at some of these radio stations, some of these FM stations, who will stand up for the gospel and say that, listen, I produce this show, but I'm a Christian, and I know a Christian artist I want to push. And I'm pushing him not because he's Christian and I'm Christian, but because he's as good as the secular people. In fact, some of them are even better, I dare say. Their music is even better than some of the secular artists. So if you're playing this song, I think I have a genre of music, or I know an artist who does this thing better. Let's play his music. You know, we need some of these gatekeepers to also stand up. They'll tell you that if you play it, nobody will sponsor your show. That's a lie.
I was about to say that because that's how most of them
No,
feel.
that's a lie.
They will not get the traction that they are looking for.
No. That's a lie.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you, the devil is the biggest noise maker, but he's just the counterfeit.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Listen, 31st night, almost every church in this country gets full up.
Yeah.
See, there's no church that is bigger than, even let me use my church. There's no club in this country that is bigger than ICGC. How do you call it? Our new Christ Temple East. There's no club in Ghana. You understand? There's no group in Ghana that gathers crowd more than the Christians. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
They just know how to make the noise. They own the billboards. They own the airwaves. So they make noise. But if you're talking about impact, we are making impact.
But the 31st night, the people just come in. And that's all.
They're afraid they'll
But
die.
most of what made me stay in church was 31st night. Some girl invited me to church for 31st night.
I live in Adenta.
Which Adenta?
Adenta. And Adenta, Presby, like the Presby church there. I don't show which Presby.
Information.
But 31st night, oh God. I know myself who go.
Yeah, of course.
You must
So,
go to church.
so if you're looking at the numbers, like the attendance, 31st night there, maybe it should be another day.
But
not
most
just
of these
31st night.
sponsors actually look for numbers. They don't even care whether people are coming.
Yeah.
My new one concert this year.
like the
I
biggest gospel-
went 18. We gathered 18,000 people.
Yeah,
right.
I heard.
Now, when I went to the tables to talk with some of our sponsors, they said,
yeah.
"Oh, it's a gospel event. We won't sponsor it." I said, "Listen, take the religious side out. We have the numbers. Let's talk."
Yeah.
So you are talking about the show business.
Yeah. So when I said we have the numbers, now they set up.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah, because that's where they are more focused.
Focus
That's
on.
where their
They are not
interest is.
focused on the
Exactly.
genre and
You know,
the
people,
song.
No.
that didn't give us a listening ear when they saw the pictures. Now they said, "Next year, come, let's talk about
But
it."
you know,
Look at
other countries are not like that.
It's also
And
only
you
in
know,
this country.
so
what
And
is the
because-
why?
no,
To
because-
the issue where gospel shows want free, like when you're attending,
Yeah, for instance, they're saying
free.
that why am I selling tickets for
And
my
you're
concert?
just
I'm not selling
talking.
tickets, I'm selling
Talking,
tokens.
but yours is talking is not.
Yeah, but even so, what's wrong with selling tickets for a concert? Why
I
do you make it so
Yeah,
So
difficult?
that one there,
Yeah.
why didn't you sell tickets?
Which one?
No, because no, mine is
Joking.
a benefit concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing the concert for a purpose.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay.
But I mean, if Preachers is doing a concert and MOG is doing a concert,
Yeah.
and
MOG,
they are
did you
selling
sell
tickets,
tickets?
what's wrong with that?
How much?
100 CDs.
For single?
Yeah, for
Standard and VIP.
50 CDs for 30 CDs for single. Double was 50 CDs, 100 CDs for
And you
VIP.
got the numbers?
Yeah.
So what are
And
the
to me, it's quite
sponsorships?
cheap compared to the secular.
You pay 300,
events.
350, 500.
Yes, 500,
1,000 CDs
800.
per
Already,
table.
you don't want to make someone, give an excuse
Yeah.
why he won't come for a gospel event.
Yeah.
Already, as it's labeled gospel choir, no, he doesn't want to come.
So what can we do for gospel to become equally expensive like
It's the power.
the secular?
From the
power of-
frontiers or
power of
the
God.
masses?
power of
There's
God.
nothing.
God.
There's,
Oh,
listen,
okay.
there's nothing we
Okay.
can sit here and discuss and do.
True.
Whatever we will discuss and do will just be gimmicks and business. We'll be talking business.
Yeah.
But the only difference, the only moving force between us and the people of the world is the power of God. It's the power that we carry. You understand? It's the power that follows our music. If you can listen to a secular song and it will move you to dance, or it will move you to, like you can hear some song in the car and that Friday you want to go to the club. I mean, some of us, we've been there. We understand some
Yeah.
of these things. The only difference between our music and their music is the power of God. You understand? So as a gospel artist, you don't just sing, you don't just record. I mean, it's very good to be learned, and both musically and artistically, you should be learning as a gospel artist. But the only thing that will set you apart from the people of the world is the power of God. And you can only get the power of God through the grace, you understand, and constant fellowship with the Spirit of God. That is when, if you release a song, that is when you can make the impact. I'm telling you the honest truth. Otherwise, it will just be you trying to excite people. Unless I'm lying.
Okay.
Oh, true.
So we are going for a quick commercial break. When we return, we will be talking about their projects. We know Perez has something coming.
A lot.
Yeah. And last week he gave us tickets. Today we'll be taking tickets.
Yes.
MOG will yeah.
Tickets, why? Is it
So stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
You didn't give me a ticket.
Welcome back. You are still watching Entertainment Review live on Metro TV. You are live on DSTV channel 277, live on Facebook and YouTube, Metro TV Ghana. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Metro TV _GH. Last week, Perez was here to tell us about his concert. We are here to ask again preparations. How are things moving? And tell us more.
It's going great. Let me sit up. Let me be premium.
Very important.
So it's going great. Like God, like I told you last week, God has been faithful.
Yeah.
Should I say fortunately or unfortunately for us, we've not really had any sponsors for this concert. But it's been good, and I understand the current situation, and we are prepared. Like I said, it's going to be a concert of a difference.
Okay.
The approach and everything is quite different. It's not going to be like your normal gospel event.
Okay.
So wherever you are on the 28th of August, Sunday, this coming Sunday at you meet us at the Victory Bible Church. So like I said, we are taking some tokens. We categorize some 50, 80, and 100. But I understand what I'm hearing is that there are people who want to attend, but they can't afford it. Don't worry, you come. When you get to the gate, we'll figure something out. But whatever it is, don't come empty-handed.
Yeah.
Because we are trying to make this thing, gather this money and try as much as we can to help the young boys on the street. Do you understand? Like I said, I don't want to use my mouth to tell people that God bless you. I want to be the source from which God will bless the person actually. So when I say God bless you, I'm actually the evidence of God's blessing in your life. So, and I can't do it alone. I need your support. I mean, how much is my money? My money is not enough. So with your support and your help, some of you you might not have money, but maybe you have businesses or you have you have businesses or companies where you can employ some of these boys or train some of these boys so that they can get off the street and get some craft that they can at least feed themselves, feed their family, because they are fathers. They're going to be fathers. They're going to father children, They're going to have a family. And if the family system of the country is not right, the country can never hold. Yeah.
Okay, so Perez is on. I guess
MOG is on.
Yeah, MOG. I said Perez. MOG is on.
I guess the boy is on.
Yeah.
And If a Grace is on. And then there's a young man from Nigeria called Peter who's also coming to support us.
Awesome.
Okay, so on the 28th.
Yes, 28th. This Sunday.
August,
This
yeah.
Sunday.
5 o'clock.
Wow.
Victory Bible Church, Awoshi. This Sunday, 5 o'clock. Victory Bible Church, Awoshi. One more. This Sunday, 5 o'clock. Victory Bible Church, Awoshi. It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Okay, MOG.
Yeah.
What?
I'm in there.
I know you've been doing a lot of things.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, but this year you've had your concert. So what else should we expect?
28th August, Perez is having a concert. So we are going to be there by the grace of God and
To support your
support him.
brother.
Yeah, he's been an amazing guy in the industry, and he's made his impact.
Yeah.
Let's not take it away from him. He's worked hard for this. So all of us, we are gonna don't cry. So he's worked hard for this. I was graced to record my album, my 6th album or 7th album, I've forgotten. This year.
Wow.
And a couple of the songs are out there on YouTube and online shops. Your Presence and Nobody. If you have time, just check it out and let it be a blessing to you. I'll be singing those songs at Perez's event as well.
And MOG is coming with his full squad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me say a very big thank you.
come
No.
on.
Let me say a very big thank you to
Time for
MOG.
the ow.
let me say a very big thank you to MOG and to Akese Brimpo and FA Grace. I mean, the support they've given me, it's amazing. Like, it's not something I can put value to. I mean, MOG said, Perez, I'm coming to support you. I'm coming with my full squad. I'm like, Osofo, you're doing all this for me. Charlie, God bless you so much.
Oh,
and Akese is also doing the same thing. Akese is also doing the same thing. So is FA Grace. So I'm grateful.
Awesome.
I mean, this is how we build. This is how we grow together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Money.
At also.
Like
That's
what
why it
said,
has fallen on you.
yeah, one says sponsorship no a honey a problem, but then the support and the love is so good.
beautiful.
And for him to actually say all those things to you whilst you are here, it really means a lot.
Oh, stop it.
What have you been up to?
Well, we have been roaming around, so preachers, we haven't really been stable.
Okay.
Obed is in British Columbia, Eddie is in Toronto,
Yeah.
so there's not really much we can do as a group in Ghana.
Okay.
But Obed released Wimpang EP, and now I've been tasked to also release my EP. So we are doing solo projects under
okay.
Bibles Have the Movement. So I just dropped a single, Jesus Steps. You can check it on Apple Music and all digital platforms. Yeah, so that's what we are doing now. I'll be releasing my EP soon, but now you can check out the single, Jesus Steps. So that's all we are
Yesu,
about.
as in Yesu.
Yesu, yes.
And then steps.
Yesu,
Okay,
Yesu.
so I
Hold on, and if you're watching me and you're in the UK, what I want to tell you is on the 30th of October, MOG is coming to the UK live to have a concert in the UK. So wherever you are, make your way to Ruach Church in Kilburn, and the address is going to be on my page. So what you have to do is just follow me on Instagram. And
Give it to
you
them.
see you see all the details. So ladies and gentlemen, in the UK, MOG is
church
coming
again.
to you. Ruach
What?
City Church.
What?
Ruach.
Ruach.
Yeah,
Ruach,
means
like the breath of God.
All right. So if you're in the UK, MOG is coming to the UK. I'm live in colored on the 30th of October. See you there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
okay. Before we come to Harriet, this is like my final question, and I just want like your perspective on it. In December in Ghana, it's a lots of events happened. We have the Afro Cellists and the Afro Nations, and for me, every year I take time to attend.
All of them.
And other programs.
He does well.
I have never seen a gospel artist.
We do crusade. We do crusade.
I've never seen Afrochella.
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 What are we going to do there?
No, I know. Like,
But it's an opportunity
Kiki
to-
said, Joe Metal Christmas. Those are gospel shows, but I'm just asking those other secular shows. If you are invited to perform,
Yeah.
MOG, would you?
Why not?
Okay.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Preachers, will you?
In December, I was with Sakode on the same stage
Okay.
for Ramaholic.
Rabaholic. Okay.
Yeah.
We've
okay.
done shows December to
No, I'm
November. We've
okay.
done
Like
couple of shows.
Wonderland will have you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Perez,
Perez.
I mean, why not? I could do that.
Okay.
I could do that. There's nothing they do there that is not doable by
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
We can actually do that. But the only problem is, by the time some of us finish ministry, one show they don't want to mean because the Holy Spirit will
Oh,
be
yeah.
there and they'll be crying.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man.
So, like, my sound engineer happened to do Stone Boys concerts at the
Yeah.
Grand Arena.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Empress Gifty started or was doing something. And when she was doing the thing, there was this guy sitting down. I will make me get back. I be most of my
So there's already a problem
Charlie,
with
that's
that.
a problem.
The Spirit will just be cooking their
The
conscience.
conscience of the people says,
Yeah.
We are hoping that this year, when they extend the invitation, you guys will just.
Why not? We'll jump on
Okay,
it.
if they will.
We'll encourage them to.
Yeah.